What's up, y'all? It's Mr. Trutman again, and I'm just gonna go straight into using this program. I have been trying my best to get this stuff done, and my computer has been acting up, so I'm not gonna go through all the normal nice editing stuff today. I'm just gonna do this thing, and then we're gonna get this video done because Mr. Trutman needs to get other things done. Love y'all, but I'm gonna slip back on that today. Y'all don't need all that. Y'all just need what you need, right? So here we go. And hopefully Photoshop doesn't act up on me again, because it was acting up on me earlier and I was about to deal with Photoshop. It was gonna get my hands, you got me? So but anyways, today we're gonna do faces. Alright, and it seems like it's running smoother, so that's great. Faces, just faces. Alright, I'm gonna do these faces, and I'm gonna show y'all how to basically break down the shapes in the face. We're not gonna do anything with any type of skeletal thing or anything like that. I'm gonna actually make a quick video where you can look at me draw from a video I actually didn't finish, or I didn't finish doing, where I draw the skeleton and stuff, and it's gonna be like a speed draw. Okay, so anyways, let's get to it. So first off, we always start with a head. We're gonna draw a frontal view of the face. Okay, let's start with a head. All right, and I said we start with a head. Start with a circle. And I always put like a little cross in here, but what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna draw. I hope y'all can see that. Maybe I should add this in opacity up a little bit higher. Yeah, first y'all gonna see this line in the middle. Now, the jaw of the face can be this way. Oh, there it goes again. It can be like that. It can be like this. It can, the person's jaw can take any shape. It doesn't matter. This V shape could go down. It could be like a V, but it can curve at the bottom. It just depends on the person. So look at the shape of their jaw and then draw it based on how you think they feel, okay? So here, we're going to make this U shape. I'm going to make a U shape for the jaw. And we're going to get into it like this. All right? Now, the nose always falls somewhere where the bottom of this circle is, okay? And then in the middle of this circle, we're going to draw a line across. So that's going to represent your eyebrow area. Okay, it's going to represent your eyebrows. Now, I'm going to turn this video on for a second. Oh, never mind. It's not even working. Never mind. Don't even worry about that. But if you take from here, if you touch your eyes right around here, right around the edge of your eyebrow, and you go all the way back, you'll notice that your finger is going to run right around the side of it. It's going to run eventually into the top of your ear. So you want to make the ear fall between, and then if you take your nose, your finger, and put it on the bottom of your nose and go all the way back, it's going to end up running probably right under or touching the bottom of your ear. So you want your ears to always fall somewhere in this area, okay? In between your nose and your eyebrows. Got me? Alright, now your mouth is always going to fall in between, right in the middle of your chin and the nose, right? Now eyes. Your eyes always are going to fall somewhere in between the nose and the eyebrows. Now notice that my eyes aren't like super humongous. We're not making some gigantic anime eyes, We're not going to do all that, you know what I mean? We're not doing that. We're going to try to aim for something a little bit more realistic. Matter of fact, I'm going to shrink mine just a little bit more. Just to kind of, hold up. I'm going to shrink them a little bit more, you got me? Just to kind of get them a bit more accurate. About right there. That's good enough. And I'm going to get my eyes just right. So you don't want them too big, right? Now if you want it to feel more cartoony, go for that. But if you want it to be more realistic, you're not going to draw them super huge, okay? So now, here's how we're going to start working our way in, because we're building this guy, right? Remember I told you guys, building, thinking about it like a building, like you're going from piece to piece, line by line, shape by shape, okay? And so the nose, you can make a nose that goes below that line, that droops. You can make a nose that ends up, you can see the bottom of it, right? And you can see all the nostrils. You can make a nose that's wide, that you can see the bottom of, right? And it has this kind of shape. It just depends on what you're going for, okay? Depends on what you're going for. You can have a nose that goes downward, that points down to the ground. the ones that go downward will flow below the line here. Okay, so keep that in mind. Then you got some that are pointing more directly at you, right? So they're gonna be something more like this, and you'll see a bit of the bottom. Got what I'm saying? So we're gonna go, let's go for this guy here, okay? I'm gonna make him kind of wide, right? We're gonna make it like that. And then let's just give him a nice big bottom lip. All right, we ain't gonna make his lips too big. Bottom lip. Then his eyes, okay? Where your eyelashes don't just go, go across your eye like that. This is not Peter Griffin, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that. Your eyes actually are shaped like this, and they're a sphere. So anything shaped like a sphere, when you see a line going around it, it wraps around it, and it actually curves. So your eyelids actually do something like a curve around your eye. They don't just go straight across, okay? They don't just go straight across. Alright, or else your eyes gonna look really weird, okay? That looks weird. It always curves around it, okay? So when you draw his eyelids, you can draw them curving around, okay? Same thing here, curve around it. So draw his eyelids curving around it, right? And then draw the eye coming down. You can have something like this depending on the shape of the person's eye, right? And maybe you want his eyes to be a little bit more spaced apart. Space them out a little bit more. It's totally fine if you do that. Some people's eyes are closer together, some of them are farther apart. Alright? So let's give him those eyes. So now we got some eyelids on this guy. What about eyebrows? They could be any shape you want. You can have this. You can have this. You can have this. Some people have thicker eyebrows on the edges, so it doesn't matter, right? So you can do like little lashes like this, or if you want to be more cartoony, go for the shape, because cartoony stuff focuses more on the shapes, not necessarily realistic details, right? But if you want it to feel more realistic, go for the little hairs maybe, right? Make it a little thick and then go like that. All right, cool. So I made his eyebrows more like this one. All I did was I kept the shape with lines, and then I just kind of followed the line by making that same shape by just making a bunch of little lines next to each other, okay? Same thing. All right, cool. Now let's go into his hair. What kind of way are we gonna make his hair? Guys, you can do anything with this hair. Like, let's give him a hairline just cause. Give him a hairline. So we're gonna get his hairline. Your edges always come down right around your eyebrow area, all right? And then they scoop down like this with a curve, and they go into sideburns, all right? They go into your sideburns. That's how they come down, all right? Now, we can do all kind of stuff with this guy's hair. What I want you guys to think about is that when you're drawing people's hair, don't think about details. Never do details first. Details are the last thing you think about. You always draw the shape, right? Let's say you got this guy with this hair that's coming like this, and this is his face, right? Ears, and he got one of these things going, a little mushroom top thing, or whatever y'all call it. I don't know what it's called. They got something like that going on. Now the shape, if you look at it as a simple shape, not the individual little hairs, but if you just look at the shapes, you can go, oh, okay, this is kind of the shape that it's going to be in once I put all the hairs together. And then you can kind of come in here and start messing with it to make it feel more realistic. You got me? And you can have it kind of do whatever you want it to do. All right? You want it to kind of flow this way and that way. Then you can add those lines and stuff and make it kind of curly and stuff. And you see how now we got kind of more of a shape of the hair that we want, and we got the details we're adding in. Notice I went for the shape first, and then I started adding the details later. We always want to add the details last, okay? Always add the details last. And now we got something that feels a little bit more like what we see in real life, okay? So go for the shape first. Don't even think about making this realistic, okay? At the beginning, you think about the shapes first. Okay, now this dude's head, I'm gonna leave him with a low cut, right? I'm gonna leave him with a low cut. Alright. He gonna have a low haircut just to keep this video simple. Actually, no, I might erase this one and do a different haircut afterwards. Put a neck on him. Now we need to give him some eyes. Alright. Make a circle here. Circle here. Right? And you put a little dot in the middle. Try not to have the dots way over here, because the pupils gonna make him look like he crazy. Got the crazy eye. You don't want that. Try to make the pupils right in the middle, okay? Okay? Try to get them in the middle somewhere, so that they be lined up, okay? This is a hard thing to do when you're drawing realistically. Sometimes you can make stuff kind of go all over the place. Alright? Then you can draw you some noses. Draw the nose. Right? You always got this like loop here at the bottom of your nose, okay? Draw that in. You could draw some lines that go down here like this. Okay? Maybe one. And that can be the top of the nose, that pointy part of the nose, okay? And then you can add some lines here for the nostrils, okay? And let's leave that alone. Got me? Now, your ears are gonna have something like this going on. Real simple shapes. Circle, circle, boom. Done. We done with our ears. Alright? We want to give them some chin hairs to give them some adultness, to make them feel a little older. Cool. Okay? You don't like none of that? Let's say that this is let's say it's a girl. Alright? Because we want to make her feel more feminine. Boys have more chins like this. They have more edgy looking chins most of the time. Right? Bigger jaws. Girls are usually have a rounder faces, softer faces, so they go for more shapes like this and curvy faces, right? Things with curves in it. Boys have more edgy faces. Like, see him, he has kind of a, it's not really a strong face, because his jaw is so big. It also makes him feel kind of masculine. So let's do this. I'm gonna shrink his face a little bit. Alright, we're gonna shrink him down a little bit. Maybe widen it just a little. We're gonna make it a little bit shorter. Right? Now check this out. Y'all gonna be like, damn it, Mr. Trump, how you do that? Turn him into a girl. Watch this. Now, the same basic idea. For girls, you wanna add more to the eyelid right here. It's gonna make this character feel more feminine. Right? Alright, you can kind of start off with the same basic thing. Now, most of the time, girls feel more feminine when they have more hair. Certain characteristics with the eyelids, eyes. We usually push their eyes a little bit more to make it feel bigger or cuter. So we add these dark lines around it to make them feel like they're bigger and cuter than the boys' eyes, right? Because they feel more feminine in most cases. And let's go with, like, we have her hairline here. Let's say that that's a basic hairline, but what if we want to do something like, we want to bring hair here. Remember, I told you your hair is a bunch of shapes. So just bring something like this in front of her face, okay? And then, right? And then the back of her hair can just be like this. And then, you see, already it's starting to feel more like a girl. And then you can add this long hair going down the side right here. Alright, and even right here. Got that? Already, this feels more like a girl. Alright? And round out her face a little bit more. Man, you can even, if you don't want it to be so wide, take her face. When you draw it, make it a little bit skinnier. But just make it rounder. Okay? And now you have more of a girl's face. You understand? So the biggest thing with starting off a girl's face is the eye. Once you get the eyes and stuff in the right place, you want to make the eyes feel a little bit bigger by adding these thick eyebrows, eyelashes. Girls have less definition in their chin, so they have less edgy features in most cases. And hair. Boys tend to go for shorter hair because most boys don't have long haircuts. Longer haircuts tend to traditionally feel more feminine in most cases. If you go, most boys don't go too far past this right here. So, but most girls don't go too shorter compared. They don't go too short to this. You know what I'm saying? Most girls don't go too low compared to this. In most cases, you know, not trying to generalize, but that's usually what traditionally you see. So go for some of those features, and then it'll help you understand how to draw those faces. All right, it's real simple, y'all. Keep it simple. If you want to go more realistic, this is what you want. All right. So that's pretty much it. I have nothing else to show y'all. If you have any questions, hit me up on Google Meets at 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 12:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. 12:30 p.m. and 1 p.m. And I will be glad to sit down with you all and talk to y'all about what helps to make your face. Okay, this is a more realistic example. I think I'm gonna do a simplified example so that you don't go crazy over trying to learn this. All right. Well, I'll talk to y'all later. This is Mr. Trutman, and I'm out. Have a great day.